She Is Livy do a video just like this, and when I saw it, I was like, OMG, I need to do that. She was talking about all the crazy shit her mom does, and when I tell you all the crazy shit my mom does, you're gonna be in a casket. I don't even know. By the way, I love She Is Livy. You guys tag me in her stuff all the time. Yes, I love her. 6 years ago, my mom started really heavily reading the Bible. I mean, like, just heavily reading the Bible, like, going into conspiracies, like, watching conspiracies. Like, one night she took me outside, and she was like, Emily, like, look up in the sky. Mind you, she was in a thong. We were outside. And she's like, look up in the sky. Literally, those are aliens. Those are not stars. They are looking at our house. That's when my mom's psychotic break kind of started, and she started to go through, like, a little bit of post-menopause, like, craziness. During the psychotic break, someone decided they were going to try my mom. Like, they were going to try to beat my mom up. My mom really isn't the one. Like, when I was little, some girl smashed a doll on my head, so she went over to her mom's house and beat the mom up. Like, she's really just not the one. Mom whooped this lady's ass. She's like, why are you trying me? You're not gonna beat me up. Like, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So my mom whooped this lady's ass. The lady's feelings were mad that she got her ass whooped, so she called the police, and my mom had a warrant out for her arrest. Is after she ended up getting on medication and figuring her life out and doing much better, she decided to turn herself into jail. Decided to do this. I had to drop her off at the jail, and honestly, it was traumatizing. I'm like, am I really dropping my mom off at jail right now? It wasn't like prison. Like, she was out the next day. So me and my brother went and bailed her out. It was really no biggie. Growing up, my mom was like the hot mom, so she like loved to spray tan. She always did her makeup. Like, she was a young mom. This girl that I was like trying to become friends with, like, we were starting to get really close. She came over to my house. She's at my house and she tries to go in my bathroom, and I'm like, oh, don't go in there. I think my mom is spray tanning. I don't know what the fuck this bitch thought I meant, but I meant my mom is butt ass naked, spray tanning, probably bent over in a weird contorted. Walks in on my mother while my mother's naked. My mom goes, oh, hi, honey. Sorry, I'm just spray tanning. Ass naked and standing like this because she was trying to let it dry, you know? Swear to God, this poor girl never wanted to come over to my house ever again after that. Like, we only ever hung out at her house because she was like, this lady's mom is always naked. Also found out that her boyfriend was cheating on her, so she ran over his toe. This happened a few times, actually. She had a really shitty, like, abusive boyfriend, so she took all his clothes out of her house and pissed on them. Squatted over his clothes and pissed on them. Like, fully. My mom is a fire sign, by the way. She's absolutely 1000% a Sagittarius. Funniest part is my mom is like the sweetest, most loving, genuine person you'll ever meet in your life. And she like goes out of her way to help people all the time, but she's also simultaneously the craziest woman alive. Love it that way though, because it's made me so much more interesting. Like, I'm way funnier because my mom is nuts. Yeah. It's a story time of potentially one of the weirdest dates I ever went on, and you know it's real because I'm putting on the retired headband. I met this guy in high school, and he was really cute in high school, but he was kind of not my type just because he was too nice. I can already smell the men in my comments, like, this is why you never have a good boyfriend, because men are too nice for you. Yeah, like, he was too nice. It was weird. The ones who are too nice have a really weird, crazy side. And it's like really weird. So it always had a crush on me. And honestly, I always disregarded it because I was just kind of like, yeah, he's cute, but he's kind of dumb as a box of rocks. Also, he's just too fucking nice. One day he basically asked me to come with him in his car and like hang out. And I was like, you know what? I want to do something. You're cute. Like, I'm going to stop disregarding the nice guys. You know, that was my crazy thought. I was so crazy for thinking that. We start hanging out, right? Like, frequently. Like, he opens the door for me. He's always calling me beautiful. And I'm, like, starting to like him, but there's just something holding me back. I think it was something about the way his beard hair looked. Like, it just was, like, an ick to me. I don't know. Also, I was always just caught up on my ex. Like, I never really wanted to get interested in him because I was just in love with someone else, basically. Well, one day he's starting to tell me about this girl that he was just talking to literally 2 weeks prior. Like, they were talking. I had no clue about this because I've been hanging out with him for, like, weeks at this point, and I was just kind of like, I'm sorry, what? I think this made me like him more because then I realized, like, he wasn't so fucking nice. Mental fucking illness. I don't even know what to tell you. But I'm nuts. On this specific day, he had picked me up with, like, the intent of, like, doing our little thing. We'd go to a pond at night, we'd hang out there, then we'd go to Wegmans, and we'd get some food, and it was, like, our little date. He's telling me about this girl he was just talking to, and he's telling me how she just went back to her ex-boyfriend, and he's, like, riled up. Like, he's, like, angry. He proceeds to tell me that he bought her a ring. A ring. Shows me a picture of a fucking wedding ring, bro. I caught this kid in like tiny white lies before, and I just thought it was kind of like cute. Like, he would lie about like silly, stupid stuff, and I was like, oh, he's like a baby. Ew, again, mental illness, Emily. I knew this guy was lying. I'm like, you didn't buy it. You were talking to her for 2 weeks and you bought her a ring? Telling me about the boyfriend and how he's like terrible and her boyfriend's so bad and like she shouldn't have gone back to him. And I'm just like, you sound hurt. You sound very angry. Anyways, all of a sudden he gets a call from her, and I'm like, what are the odds that she calls you right now? He's looking at the phone like in shock. I'm a Gemini, right? Like, I want to stir the pot. So I'm like, answer it. Like, I want to hear what she has to say. Like, answer it. He answers it, and it's the boyfriend. It's the boyfriend. He starts screaming on the top of his lungs. Mind you, this nice guy that I thought was so nice is screaming on the top of his lungs. He throws his car in reverse and starts zooming towards her house at like 100 miles per hour, like going psychotic. It like takes a second for me to recognize that he's driving to her house right now. And I'm just like, yo, what the? Wait, we're going to her house? I'm just trying to calm him down. I'm like, yo, you got to calm down. Like, I want to go home. Like, this is so weird. Like, this is like the weirdest ever thing ever. He's like, no, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm calling my brother. Like, my brother's going to come home from whatever and kill him. Like, what? And this kid, like, just take me home before you do this. Like, please, like, haha. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. Like, please don't blow up and be crazy. But like, I just want to go home. I'm sorry. Go to part 2 of the story time of the weirdest date I ever went on. And yes, I have the old headband on, baby, because this is a real one. Okay. They're all real. But this one is crazy. Basically pleading with this man at this point to bring me home because I'm just like, you know what? I really don't want to be like the other girl. You know, you're clearly still in love. You're also clearly psychotic. And like, I don't want to pull up at her house and be in your car. Okay. Texting my girlfriend like, yo, like this is getting crazy. Like, I'm so uncomfortable. Like, what do I do? And she's like, tell him to pull over so you can get an Uber. And I'm like, no, like, you don't understand. We are on the throughway. This girl didn't live close. Like, we were going on a little excursion, a little travel. So his brother finally answers the phone, and he's trying to calm him down, too, and he hears me in the background, and he's like, who's in the car? Like, Ariana, what are you doing here? I'm like... Basically, his brother ends up calming him down, and then he's just, like, calmed down, and he's like, let's go back to my house and, like, hang out. And I'm like, okay. I go back to his house, and I'm expecting, like, probably be there, like, 30 minutes so he can calm down, and then he'll drive me home. But no, he starts playing the game. And I'm just like, are you playing the game right now? I turn off the console and I'm like, yeah, like I want to go home. And he literally silently stands up, throws his controller, pissed off. And I'm just like, are you truly that mad that I just turned off the game? Like, that is actually so fucking weird. Gets in his car and silently brings me home. Mind you, my ride home isn't very quick. Right before we get home, he asks me, what is it about the other guy that's keeping you from dating me? Are you projecting? Were you or were you not just going to 120 miles per hour towards another girl's house with me in the car? Yeah, the thing about the other guy is that he doesn't actually do that. I literally tell him, you're just too nice. You're just too nice, even though I just learned that you're not nice at all, but you're just too nice. He drops me off at home and I never hear from him again. Ever again.